At first, I would like to thank the Almighty Allah who has been saving us from the severe attack of COVID-19. And then I would like to wish the sound health and sound mind of our most honorable principal, Mr. Shahidul Alam, who has been imposing all the teachers included this college and included into school section of this college, and observing all the classes, how are the classes being taken, and then all students, especially the students of class 10, I hope all of you are well. By the blessing of Allah, I am also well. And then already you have participated a lot of classes on changing sentences, and then today now we are to the end of the classes on changing sentences, and then this is the final class on changing sentence. As I have discussed a lot on changing sentences, and you know that this question comes in your question paper as question number 6, and there are 10 sentences, and every sentence contains 1 mark. So in this question, that means question number 6, you will find 10 marks. And then you know that in this sentence you have been directed to answer, as in bracket in every sentence you will find a direction, and you have to answer according to the direction already you have known, and you have to change their structural sentences, that from simple sentence into complex sentence or into compound sentence, and in the same way from compound sentence into simple sentence or complex sentence, in this way. And you also have to change degree, and there you will find positive degree, superlative degree, comparative degree, in this way, and you have to be asked to change from comparative degree into superlative degree, or from positive degree into comparative degree, in this way. And you also have to be asked to change the sentence functionally, and you know that there are 5 kinds of sentences in function, and you are told to answer or to change from assertive sentence into interrogative sentence, or from interrogative sentence into assertive sentence, or from assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence. In this way you have to be told. And then you also have to be told to change from affirmative into negative, and you also have to be told to change from active mode to passive mode, that means voice. And then I have already discussed with you all the sentence changing from in broad. In my previous classes I discussed with you the rules of changing all the sentences. Now today I am reminding you how to change from affirmative into negative, and then I shall go to the context. Here, for your remembrance, I am telling you from affirmative into negative how to change. Already in my previous classes I have discussed with examples. Now only I am reminding you. Okay, in affirmative sentence, if you find only for person, And then in negative sentence it will be none but. What will be? It will be none but. Only Allah can help us. And there will be none but Allah can help us. And if you find in affirmative sentence only for think, and then you have to use there nothing. For example, I have only a mobile set, and then what will be there? I have nothing but a mobile set. I have only few books. I have nothing but few books. In this way, I have only some toys. I have nothing but some toys. And only may be used in affirmative sentence for numbers. For number. For example, this college has only 30 rooms. And then you have to use not more than or not less than. Not more than or not less than. This college has only 30 rooms, and then it will be this college has not more than 30 rooms or not less than 30 rooms. In this way. And then in affirmative sentence, if you find must or have to, in negative sentence you have to use cannot but. I have to take 2 meals in a day, and then it will be I cannot but take 2 meals in a day. I must obey my parents. You must obey your parents. And then in negative sentence it will be you cannot but obey your parents. And in affirmative sentence, if you find had to, and then in negative sentence couldn't but. For example, I had to attend the party, and then in negative sentence it will be I couldn't but attend the party. And then in affirmative sentence, if you find as soon as. In negative sentence it will be no sooner had than. For example, as soon as I reached college, the rain started. As soon as I reached college, the rain started. And then in negative sentence it will be no sooner had I reached college then the rain started. And then in affirmative sentence, if you find every, for example, every mother, every father, everyone, everybody, and then in negative sentence it will be there is no mother, and then but. There is no mother but. Every mother loves her child, and then it will be there is no mother but loves her child. Everybody likes flower. There is nobody but likes flower. In an affirmative sentence, if you find the affirmative sentence, it is in superlative degree or comparative degree, and you have to change it into positive degree, and then it will be negative sense. How? For example, she is the best girl in the class, and then in negative sense it will be no other girl is so good as she. And if you find the sentence in comparative degree, and then it will be in this way: she is better than any other girl. And what will be then? No other girl is so good as she. And then in affirmative sentence, if you find always, then in negative sentence it will be never. It will be never. For example, we should always be honest, and then in negative sentence we should never be dishonest. In this case you have to remember that you should change the adjective form, and then he is, for example, he is always active, he is never inactive. And in the same way, if you find as, and then it will be not less than, not less than, not less than. For example, he is as tall as I, he is as tall as. In affirmative sentence if you find as, and in negative sentence not less. For example, he is as tall as I, and in negative sentence he is not less tall than I. And in the same way, in affirmative sentence if we find to, that means in simple sentence, and then we have to change it into complex sentence. For example, the man is too weak to walk, and in negative sentence it will be the man is so weak that he cannot walk. Okay, then as we have practiced a lot of sentences, so there will be no problem. Now take your pen and paper. Now try to solve this. Here you see, change the sentences according to the direction. Especially this class is for you, then for class 10, and you know that in higher classes there you see that only 5 sentences for the classes of intermediate and there, and then for the students of intermediate, then you will see that their sentences are harder than these ones. Okay, now see here, internet is one of the most miraculous inventions of science. See here, I am reading, internet is one of the most miraculous inventions of science. Here is a direction is that you have to change it into comparative degree. Which degree? Comparative degree. Okay, start. You have been given 1 minute and you have to do this within 1 minute. Try to do this. Okay, and see, already done, 1 minute has gone. See here, internet is one of the most miraculous inventions of science, and at first we have to find out the rules. And see here, one of the, what we have found here, we have seen here one of the. Okay, try to remember that I told you as earlier that in superlative degree we will find one of the, and then the superlative form of adjective. This is most miraculous. This is the superlative form of adjective. Now, at first, according to the structure as directed earlier, as taught you earlier, at first, to change it into comparative degree, we have to write subject as structure. Internet is. As structure, we have to write first subject and then verb, and then comparative form of degree. Internet is more miraculous. Internet is more miraculous, and then we have to use then most other. Then most other. Can you tell me why here will be then most other? Because we have found here one of the. যেহেতু আমরা সুপারলেটিভ ডিগ্রিতে ওয়ান অফ দ্য পেয়েছি, সেহেতু কম্পারেটিভ ডিগ্রিতে আমাদের কি লিখতে হবে? দেন মোস্ট আদার। আমাদের কি লিখতে হবে? দেন মোস্ট আদার। ওকে, ইন্টারনেট ইজ মোর মিরাকুলাস দেন most other inventions of science. Already done. Internet is more miraculous than most other inventions of science. You have to keep in your memory that then most other noun will be plural. Noun will be plural. Now come to second sentence. Here you see millions of people visit Singapore every year. You have to change it into passive mode. You see it is in active mode and you have to change it into passive mode. Okay, again you have been given 1 minute, you have to do it, you have to change it, as this class is the final class and this is the practice session and you have to do it. Okay, try to do it. Okay, I think already done. I think you have remembrance that at first we have to find out object Singapore, and then which tense it is in present indefinite tense. So we have to use here is, and then the third form of verb, past participle from. Singapore is visited, and then extension every year by the millions of people. Singapore is visited every year by the millions of people. And then now come to the third sentence. See here, I am reading the sentence. They are too polite to misbehave towards others. অর্থটা কি দাঁড়ায়? তারা এতই ভদ্র যে অন্যদের সাথে কি করে? মিসবিহেভ করে না। ওকে, এগেইন you have been given 1 minute and try to do this. Okay, 1 minute has gone. Now I am answering. See, here too polite, অনেক ভদ্র, to misbehave. তাহলে কেউ যদি অনেক ভদ্র হয় সেই ক্ষেত্রে কেউ কি মিসবিহেভ করবে? না, অবভিয়াসলি সে কারোর সাথে মিসবিহেভ করবে না, তাহলে হিয়ার টু ইন্ডিকেটস নেগেটিভ সেন্স। ওকে, নাও আই এম আনসারিং। From rule we have learnt that in simple sentence we see to, and then we have to use in complex sentence so in the place of to, and then it will be they are so polite, and then instead of this to here we have to use that, and then we have to take the subject again, and you know that in complex sentence there will be two subjects, and for that reason we have to use again here they, as this is indicating negative sense, we have to use here they cannot they cannot misbehave towards others. They are so polite that they cannot misbehave towards others. Again, come to fourth sentence. Here you see, internet has done a great wonderful job. Internet has done a great wonderful job. Here you have to change it into exclamatory sentence, and this sentence you see subject, verb, and then extension, and this sentence is in assertive sentence, and you have to change it into exclamatory sentence. Again you are given 1 minute. Okay, try to change this sentence. Internet has done a great wonderful job. Okay, try to do this. Try to change the sentence. Internet has done a great wonderful job. Time is over. Internet has done a great wonderful job. We know that in assertive sentence we see a, and then in exclamatory sentence will be what. Then great will be deleted. We shouldn't write great again, because instead of great here used what a. Why have we used here what? Can you tell me? Because here we have found a, and if we don't find a, and then here will be how. What a, and then here we have to write from here what a wonderful job, and then these parts we have to write. Internet has done, and here will be exclamatory sign. What a wonderful job internet has done. Now Come to sentence number E. I am reading the sentence. We have to use internet. Here we have to use internet. As I told you earlier that have to, and you should look at the keyword in the sentence and see here have to. This is under rule, have to. Okay, and then again you are given 1 minute. Try to do this. Try to change this sentence into negative sentence, and this sentence is now in affirmative mode, and you have to change it into negative mode. Okay, try to do this. I think done. See here, we have to use in affirmative sentence. If you find have to, and then in the place of have to, you have to use cannot but. You have to use cannot but. You have to use cannot but. Okay, and then we subject, and instead of have to, cannot but, and then the other parts extension. We cannot but use internet. Now this sentence is in negative form, have to. And as usual, if you find here had to, and then here will be, for example, we had to use internet, and then what will be here, and here will be we couldn't but use internet. Then again come to the sentence number F. See here, the Podda is one of the biggest rivers in Bangladesh. The Podda is one of the biggest rivers in Bangladesh, and you have to change it into positive degree. Which degree? Positive degree. Try to change this sentence. The Podda is one of the biggest rivers in Bangladesh. Have you changed? Can you remember the rule? One of the which degree it is now? In which degree, can you tell me? Yes, this is, as we are seeing here, one of the, then this is superlative degree. This is superlative degree, and then we have to change it positive degree. And there is a rule, you know that in the sentence we see one of the, and then what will be here? Yes, very few, and then the next part of degree, মানে ডিগ্রির পরের অংশটি হবে, ডিগ্রির পরের অংশটি হবে। তাহলে ওয়ান অফ দ্য বসানোর পরে, সরি, ভেরি ফিউ বসানোর পরে আমরা কোন কাজটা করব? আমরা এখান থেকে বসাবো, ডিগ্রির পরের অংশটি বসাবো। very few rivers in Bangladesh are as usual so big as the Pota. Now see next sentence, when it is summer it becomes emaciated, মানে যখন গ্রীষ্মকাল এটা ব্যাপক আকার ধারণ করে। when it is summer, okay, try to do this. when it is summer it becomes emaciated. Yes, done. If we find in complex sentence season, here summer is a season and there we have to use in simple sentence in summer, and then other part will be same, it becomes emaciated, and then everybody knows this interrogative, and you know the rule, everybody, okay. I am reminding you in everybody, then what will be here? Who. Instead of everybody, what will be here? Who. Okay, have you changed? Yes. And then who doesn't know this, and interrogative signs. We have benefited in many ways by this river. Do this. Yes, subject is here, this river. This river, and then are, so it is in present indefinite tense, benefits us, and then other part. In many ways. And then the last one, I think you can do this. Though it destroys the houses of the men, it is still very useful. Okay, try to do this. Come on. Okay, see here, though it destroys the houses of the men, it is still very useful to us. Okay, if we find in complex sentence, though, although, in compound what will be there? There will be but. It destroys the houses of the men, but it is still very useful to us. Okay, and then as I told you that at the beginning of my class, that we have practiced a lot on this. Now your task is to practice from test paper a lot of transformation of sentences, and I scrutinized your online based exam script, that means answer script, and there I saw and there I scrutinized that none got 10 out of 10 in this topic. So if you want to do this well, all the classes done by me, presented by me, you have to review and then try to change or try to check, practice again and again from the test paper. Okay, Allah Hafiz.